Hello and welcome to the Chicago Tribune's Bear Download. I'm Rich Campbell. This is Dan Wiederer. We're here at Hallis Hall on Thursday night after the Bears drafted Virginia Tech cornerback Kyle Fuller in the first round of the draft. And looking ahead to day two, Dan, the Bears, by drafting a cornerback in the first round, obviously took their best rated player on their board. And so it still leaves them with needs at the three technique tackle and safety going forward.
Yeah, no question. The top two safeties on the board were available to the Bears at number 14, Clinton Dix and Calvin Pryor, and they decided to pass and go with Kyle Fuller, a guy that they thought was better. But what that does now is leaves you in a waiting game. And between picks 14 and 51, when the Bears go on the clock next in the second round, you have to wait to see what happens. And four safeties came off the board in round one of this draft. It wasn't only Clinton Dix and Pryor, but also Deion Buchanan and Jimmy Ward from Northern Illinois off the board. And so now a safety class that wasn't figured to be elite is even more diluted, and you have to figure out where you're going to find some options there. Phil Emery talked last week about eyeing corners that could potentially be converted into safeties. So that may be a factor going into day two or day three. And then Dominic Easley, a defensive tackle out of Florida, goes late in the first round to New England. And so there's another guy that might have been a target in the second round for the Bears. He's off the board. So it's going to be a wait-and-see game when we get into that middle part of Friday.
Yeah, it was nice to have that little piece of candor from Phil Emery from last week when he said there is a perceived drop-off in this safeties class. And now, as you look forward, the Bears don't have a lot of great options there. You're looking at two players from Florida State, LaMarcus Joyner, who at 5'8", the height raises some questions about his ability to succeed in the NFL, and then Terrence Brooks, who is a fast player but doesn't have great ball skills, and he might be a good value in the third round. I think you have to look defensive tackle in the second round because if you scan the players that are left entering day two, you have guys like Timmy Jernigan out of Florida State, Lewis Nix, Stephon Tuitt, both from Notre Dame, Will Sutton, Arizona State, Ego Ferguson, LSU.
You got them all
right, so yeah,
whole class,
this class is deep enough that the Bears could get a quality interior presence at 51.
Again, a lot's going to happen in between now and then, and they'll have to monitor sort of the position depth at all those positions and figure out what's there for them. Obviously, I think they missed out just by a hair on Aaron Donald tonight, who goes 13th, right ahead of them to the Rams, and that would have been, a way to really sort of jumpstart your draft with some more excitement outside the building. But they're thrilled with having Kyle Fuller, and now they have to find some other pieces in that defense to give Mel Tucker some more options, some guys that can compete, can come in, provide some versatility, some toughness, and continue this overhaul of this defense.
Right, and the bottom line is the Bears have to get an impact player at 51, a guy who can come in and possibly start from day one, or at least make a push and get in the rotation. All right, for Dan Wiederer, I'm Rich Campbell. Stay tuned for all draft coverage this entire weekend at chicagotribune.com. And for Bear Download, we'll see you next time.